Hi friends, let us proceed further with the next part, that is on discover, explain, predict menu part of the Excel stat, wherein now I'm going to focus on describing data. Now here you will see that we have there are different ways in which you can use describing your own data. For example, descriptive statistics. Now I don't have to tell you more about it. However, the best part is with the working example. Once I complete with this menu part of the Excel stat sheet, I'll be taking you to the working examples where you will be able to understand as to how to go ahead and know more about the descriptive statistics given to us by Excel stat. Then we have got variables characterization, quantiles estimation, histogram, normality test, resampled statistics, similarity, dissimilarity, matrices with the for correlation, etc. Now biserial correlation, multicollinearity statistics, reliability analysis, contingency table, which is part of our descriptive statistics. However, here going forward, you would see that yes, these are going to be your higher end of the statistics, and we will be understanding these things also. Then intelligent pivot tables, which is exclusively part of Excel stat. So I think if we are able to use these things also in our analysis, the reason why I am showcasing each part of the Excel stat, so that we are aware as to what exactly is taking place, rather than just clicking on it, going ahead with the importing of the data and showcasing. I will be showing you those steps also. However, first we need to understand the beauty of our software that we have got, the tool which we have got, so that we can proceed further also. So you will see that in describing data, whether you are, I know most of the times we use descriptive statistics, variables, characterization, histograms, and part of normality test. However, most of the time we don't go for similarity and dissimilarity, matrices, biserial correlation, multicollinearity. I see, majority of the students coming from finance, commerce, or economics being interested to know about it. Reliability analysis, yes, all of us are interested to know about it. Contingency tables, I would say that majority of the time I don't see these things also being discussed under the descriptive statistics. So now the importance of this particular stat is that Excel stat sheet is that once you click on describing your data, or descriptive part of your data, you will understand that yes, these are all the part of the things that you have to do one after the other. So this is where I wanted to proceed further and make you understand that yes, see, these are the ones that you need to play with it and introduce in your own descriptive statistics chapter, that usually either in your PhD or even when you are planning to go ahead with some publication exclusively on describing your data, you can use these things for your, and I don't think so the publication team will ever reject it side by side. So this is the fun of the tool that we have got. Fun in the sense that take it very seriously, that yes, descriptive does not mean only the linear graph or the normality test or histograms. There are more to it, and interpretation of each and everything is what we need to take care while we are describing our own data. Now the differences between Excel stat, VECA, RapidMiner, we will see as I'm proceeding further with those tools also, and that's why simultaneously I am recording and uploading those videos, so that we are able to understand which tool is offering you more to describe your own data. That is the data mining tools that we are taking care of it. Whether we use Python or R or VECA or RapidMiner or Excel stat, have a look and see which one of them is quite rich and what all things can be added, so that you are completing your job in your own research work. So let me come up with yet another video wherein I'll be talking more about Excel stat sheet in terms of describing data and proceeding further with the various techniques also. Till then, thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.